Hello everybody and welcome back to the Solitairey Confinement podcast. We are savages, we are always lit, we are powerful, we prank people, we love Team 10, we love Blizzark, we are Jake Pollers, and I'm joined here as always by my lovely co-hosts, the Narrator and Carson. Say hello.
Hey,
Dab!
What's going on, guys? Dab.
So,
how's it going?
It's been a while, it's been a hot minute. Whoa,
It's been a couple.
it's good to be back
Some
though.
people legitimately thought you left the podcast.
Who? I didn't get any messages about that.
You didn't get any messages? No, I was just...
Why would they think that I left the podcast? Didn't you tweet from the
because we told
podcast
everybody
account saying, sadly, the narrator has left the podcast?
No, because in the last podcast, we told everybody that you left the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was obvious you were joking.
No, well, you'd be surprised.
Well,
Some people
if you
legitimately
actually
thought I
left
left the podcast.
you're a dumbass. I'm back.
Please cite your sources, narrator. MLA format, please.
Jesus, don't remind me of high school.
Okay, so let's
All right, then
let's pounce
APA
on-
format then.
Hey, guys.
Okay,
guys,
you know
guys,
what, Carson?
Guys,
I don't
stop.
need this from you.
Hey,
I
stop.
passed with an
Stop.
A in English.
Let's get
All
on
right,
the topic.
You got me beat there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not double smart, but...
Okay, I'm just gonna wait.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Raccoon Eggs over here. He's still in high school. What a loser.
I'm in college.
No.
What do you? What? Can we get on a topic, please? I'm losing brain cells already, and
Honestly,
we're like a minute in.
I think Jake Paul is my favorite YouTuber right now.
Okay, we're gonna just jump right into Jake Paul. Looks like
Just really on the spot right now with everything.
he's
I
not
think-
only is he on the spot, he's also on top of the news van.
That's true. You think he's like an antenna up there?
I think so. I
Dude,
think
he's
I
just-
think if Jake Paul wore a tinfoil hat and got on top of the news van, he could probably like communicate with aliens or something.
Oh, I thought it would just be communicating to like 10 to 13-year-old girls.
Maybe
like
that
a,
too.
It's
It's like a
actually-
magnet.
Yeah.
It's 8 to 15-year-old girls.
Oh, yeah?
He just sends out a signal.
Does he like 'em
Everybody
younger?
come to the Team
I
10
didn't
house.
realize. Dude,
I mean, it can be anybody
my f-
really, because like Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there. Deb, you know.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. If you're not familiar, there was a Twitter video that went around, and also a YouTube video, and it was this newscast, and Jake Paul got up in front of the news people and was like, "Yeah, it really sucks that we're being such a nuisance, blah blah blah." But then he goes off on this tangent and says, "Jake Paulers are the strongest army in the world." Dab.
And
And
then he
then,
dabbed.
"Officer, I have one question for you. What are those?" And then he got up on top of the news van. Yeah, it was incredible. I loved every second of it.
There was like an article that did a recap of it, and I found it fucking hilarious because it was like it was describing it like Jake Paul said, "Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there." Dab. He then proceeded to dab on screen.
Yeah, I read that too. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a fucking twat.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
in that newscaster's defense, his shoes were actually pretty kicking.
They look kind of dumb.
Should have been Yeezys.
You get the joke? His shoes were kicking.
Yeah, that's funny, Raccoon. Is
Get
that
it?
the
'Cause that's a
16,000?
motion that you make with your foot.
Better be laughing.
And his shoes are on your feet.
Narrator,
Is
stop.
that some 16,000 subscriber comedy right there?
Oh, you bet your ass it is.
Oh, man.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh,
heck
heck
yeah.
I
yeah.
gotta start making jokes like that.
Also, check out Heck Yeah on Fiverr.
What's Heck Yeah doing on Fiverr?
He's I don't know if I can say, but basically
He's dancing.
Yeah, he's dancing for money.
He's a dancer. He dances in the moonlight for $5.
I could do it for free
Every
if I
night.
just suggest a song. And then he makes a video on it. Why do I have to pay $5?
Every night.
Because he
Every-
gets so many people who ask him to do songs.
Every night he gets up in front of the moon and pelvic thrusts. And
What
for 3
the
hours
fuck
straight.
are you talking about?
But wait, but
his
Carson,
Fiverr. For
Carson,
$5 every night, he gets
Carson,
up in front of the
Carson,
moon.
hey, Carson,
pelvic
Carson,
thrust.
what if
I want you
there's
to
no
howl
moon
at the
out?
moon. Howl at the moon right now.
There's no moon out yet. It's
Then
like
howl.
6
Then
o'clock.
howl at the ceiling of your bedroom. I just want you to howl.
What do you-
That sounds dumb, Raccoon Eggs.
That sounds really. Ooh!
Here you
What?
go.
All right. You like that howl?
Yeah, you should talk to my boy Matt CS about that one and see if he can make a video about the $5 howl for you.
What is going on?
This is CS:GO YouTuber lingo, narrator.
Oh,
You
yeah,
wouldn't
I wouldn't understand.
Someone
I
will get the joke.
apologize.
Someone listening will get the joke.
Back to Jake Paul.
What is there to say about Jake Paul? He's a fucking
Well,
twat.
see,
I
He
think
is a man.
We've
Yeah.
given him plenty of attention. I mean,
more than enough.
Dude, he's gonna
but I was
blow
about
up
to
because of
say,
us.
I saw on Reddit someone was suggesting that someone goes to their neighborhood and just start blasting copyrighted music so that he can't record in his neighborhood.
it's a good idea.
That's
Yeah, I
genius.
think start blasting. What was KSI's song? That would be hilarious.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Oh my god! Just blast that 24/7.
That's one of the only songs that I've ever bought on iTunes.
Well, all right. So we're in the search for a third member, guys. Please leave your applications down below.
Good one, Carson. I've never.
I want to. Can we get I want Jake Paul as a permanent
On this
host.
podcast?
No, as a permanent host on this podcast.
Oh,
Jake
We
Paul,
should.
I'm
We should
coming
be.
to you
We should
today.
all just start frantically trying to get a hold of him.
Jake Paul, I'm coming to you today.
Hey, everybody
to
listening to this podcast, I want you to just find a contact of Jake Paul's, and I want you to spam him with "Get on the Solitary Confinement podcast." We're not going to stop until we get him on here.
Yeah, dude, we need to.
We
get that
need
Jake Paul
him.
army.
We need Craig Edwards, the creator of Hoodwinked, on.
Oh, dude,
It's
I'd
Corey
love to-
Edwards.
Oh,
My apologies. I'm so sorry, Corey Edwards.
How do you not have this memorized?
Please forgive me. This is
Craig
my
Edwards.
greatest.
What
This is
that
my
like-
greatest
what is that,
failure
like
in
his
life.
retarded brother. He tried to make a hoodwink
made,
movie, but he was really shit.
dude, Lamborghini is a good song.
Yeah, I can hear you listening to it.
Yeah. Oh, is that a problem with you, Raccoon X?
It is a problem because you're giving me more work in post-production to cut it out. Narrator, stop. Narrator, stop. Narrator, stop. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut this part up.
Lovely. Thank you for that.
What were we talking about?
It's,
Oh, that was hilarious.
it's a pretty
narrator.
good joke, I gotta say.
That was a good use of our time.
Hey,
That
hey,
could be
hey,
put
narrator.
in
Are
better
you
areas.
are you a Jake
Hey.
Pauler by any chance?
Yeah, dab.
And that answers my question.
What can I say? It's everyday, bro.
What do you think stronger, the Jake Paulers or the Low Gang?
Dude. I mean, you already know
I didn't
my
realize
answer.
that's what he called it. Is that what he calls it?
Logan
Yeah,
Paul
the
calls
Low
his
Gang.
fans the Low Gang. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
He also
Yes.
he also dabs on them haters. They both dab on them haters.
Well, I mean, who does? I mean, look, if you want to be a content creator, if you don't dab on them haters, you're not going to get far.
Yeah, but what if you get into a freak car accident and you lose both your arms, and then the doctor says, "Sir, you'll never dab again."
You dab with your
Yeah,
legs,
dude.
you idiot.
Yeah.
Dab with your legs. What if you're just a complete quadriplegic?
Well, then how are you driving?
You just
Who said anything about driving?
you kind of have
Well,
like
then
a
you're
little
not a
seizure.
content
You're just,
creator. How
you
are
have
you
a
supposed
li-
to edit? How are you supposed to
You're
edit
just
if
a
you
little.
don't have
You're
arms?
just a little.
You flap yourself around
Yeah,
a
you
little
just got 4 little twigs.
and just say dab.
You-
Dab.
you get somebody to program
every
you
day,
into
bro.
a video.
It's every day, bro, with that amputee flow.
Oh,
Oof.
Ooh.
Is that Raccoon Egg's famous surf YouTuber
I hate
coming
you.
in?
I hate you.
That's a
so
good
much.
segue.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
that is a good segue. I'm,
No, wait,
I'm
wait.
kind of on top of it right now.
So, narrator, tell me what you have against what I do in surf servers.
For anybody who doesn't know, Raccoon Eggs decides it's a good idea to rap in CS:GO surf servers, something that's been a dead meme for almost an entire year now, and that plagues the entire surf community.
So I want you to explain how it's a dead meme.
It's a dead
Because
meme.
Raccoon,
Go more into
narrator
detail.
thinks anything entertaining is a dead meme.
Well,
No, it's not entertaining anymore. It was a year ago, but then Swagger made 2 videos about it, and then it stopped being entertaining, and then he started hating making them, and he realized, oh shit, he ruined the community.
Oh yeah, you're right. Raccoon eggs is swagger
So,
sauce. I forgot.
so you're saying stop. So you're saying that
Dude, is that the real
surf,
swagger sauce?
you're saying that
I
rapping.
can't believe we have swagger sauce on the
speak.
podcast.
Let me
Yet
speak.
again.
Let me
yeah,
speak.
dude, I can't.
Stop.
Thanks for
This was
coming back,
never funny.
swagger sauce.
So you're saying that rapping in surf servers is a dead meme because YouTubers made too many videos about it?
Yeah, and the fact that literally every time you go into a server, like, it's gotten to the point where, like, half of the servers say rapping in the title.
Well, yeah, there are still servers dedicated entirely to rap battles, but there's also a lot of servers that have rapping against the rules.
Yeah,
Which
because they're
is-
smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, then you
You
can just
admitted
join
it.
one of those servers. But I personally, I still find it entertaining because, I mean, I didn't know that surf servers existed until like 6 or 7 months ago. So I'm still new to the scene.
What do you mean you're still new to the scene 6 or 7 months later?
There's also a lot of people that do still find it enjoyable.
Yeah, there's plenty of people like. I mean, nobody is complaining when I'm rapping over
yeah.
somebody beatboxing. Like everyone's
Raccoon
digging
can
it.
also Raccoon can also put a new spin on things that
How?
Swagger could not have.
Yeah,
How-
and
how are you
besides,
gonna put a new
it's not
spin?
like I'm doing the exact same thing as other YouTubers have done. I like to think that I have a unique style.
I mean, there's also the fact that he doesn't always rap. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just,
I know he doesn't always rap, but neither did Swagger.
Okay, let me tell you something. All right, I was surfing for a good 3 hours last night, and I was rapping for like about 5 minutes of that time. The rest of
Okay,
it was
good.
was cracking jokes and having a good time. So
Good. But making videos about it is bad because of the fact that the videos are the reason that it got so cancerous in the first place.
yeah, but what's wrong with incorporating that in a video? Like if it's like a 10-minute video
because
and like 2
the
minutes of it.
CS:GO community is like, it's not as cancerous as the commentary community, but if you go into a surf server, you're going to meet some of the most toxic people in the world.
Most,
So
yeah,
give
most
it-
of the
so-
time,
fun.
most of the
But-
time,
but
that's why
if
you
you-
have to go between different servers until you find one with decent people. That's what I have to do. And then once I
Yeah.
find a good server, I'll chill there for a few hours.
But why do you think that the servers that are bad are bad?
Because I join and there's mic spam and little kids being toxic as shit, and so I just don't want to put up with it.
And what do you think fuels their fire?
I don't know. They're angry children.
CS:GO rap videos.
That's not.
Devils,
That's
Satan.
not. That's not,
not
what
a
fuels
reason
them.
to not do it.
Satan.
That,
You heard it here first, guys. CS:GO rap surf servers are Satan.
I told
If
you.
you're Christian, don't go anywhere near those dang surf servers.
so by that same logic,
It's the 11th commandment.
you're saying that because YouTubers have overdone something, people can no longer do it without it being viewed as cancerous. Well, you can apply that logic to like anything.
No, I'm not saying that. No, what I'm saying is that it's overdone to the point where it adds fuel to make the community cancerous, not the videos. The videos aren't cancerous, whatever. They can have entertainment value to them, but it gets to the point where it has a negative effect on the community.
All right, let's say Fitz.
Why do you think Swagger
CS:GO
stopped?
Hey, why are you talking over me,
Guys,
narrator?
Can we not have a repeat of what happened last time? Guys, talk one
What
at a time.
happened last time?
Remember when we were trying to record a podcast and the mentality
The
happened?
mentality.
Angry boy.
and we had to turn that into the podcast trailer because it fucking destroyed the entire episode.
It was
What's
a
an
really
episode?
good episode.
Yeah,
too.
no,
It was so
you
good.
guys
I
are the
fully
ones who told
blame
me to
narrator.
scrap it.
Well, yeah, because it was like, okay, after the funny
We
part.
recorded an outro and everything.
Yeah, after the funny part, it was just uncomfortable because you were fucking fuming. So we were just like, yeah, we're gonna scrap the whole thing. But, anyways,
That sounds like a you
I
problem.
digress. Get
That
back.
sounds like a you problem, Raccoon.
Get back to what you were saying, Carson.
Anyways,
Fitz.
so
we were talking about Fitz.
let's talk about Fitz. Fitz makes CS videos with subtitles where he goes into servers and talks to people and is funny. Now let's say people view these videos and try to make their own, but they're not funny, and they go into servers and they're not good at it at all,
Yeah,
and
okay.
they're just toxic.
But
But
funny
they're
moments
doing
have
it for
existed
the-
forever.
for the
though.
video.
You can't attribute that to Fitz.
Wait,
That's
are you?
the thing.
I'm just saying it as
Ra-
an
rap-
example.
Are you-
rapping
wait,
and-
wait, wait. Are you
rapping
saying
and
this
CS
to
servers-
rapping
No,
and see it. Okay, so Carson, are you talking to me or narrator?
I'm talking to narrator.
Okay.
Yeah,
because-
yeah. So shut up, Raccoon. Anyways, no, like you can't attribute funny moments to Fitz because that's always been a thing. Like Gmod.
That's not what I'm doing. I'm not attributing it to Fitz. You were saying someone from YouTube sees the surf videos and that leads to them being cancerous on surf servers.
Yeah,
right?
no, but that's been a thing. That's been a thing.
Fitz video goes into matchmaking, and then they try to replicate Fitz. It's the same type of deal as what you're saying, right?
Oh no,
you know,
it's not
you can
what
apply
I'm
that to
Raccoon. Shh. Anyways, no, but no.
You can
it's
apply
not the
that to
same.
literally anything.
No. But
You can.
because
You
rapping
really
rapping in the CS community really like started around the time of, actually I think it was Notorious's video where he featured Swagger Souls, and then Swagger
that changes things how?
It changes things how because it started cancer that wasn't there in the first place and never needed to be there.
Okay, so doing it now, how does that fuel
then.
the flames?
It was cancerous back then, but doing it now.
Okay.
It continues it and gives the cancerous people even more fuel and more motivation.
If you have
to
a
do
server where everybody is on the same wavelength, everyone is just having a good time, everyone's shooting the shit, and somebody suggests, hey, do you want to have a rap battle? And everyone's like, yeah, sure. Why the fuck would you not? Why would you shut that down and be like, no, that's cancer? I don't understand.
That's cancer. No fun allowed.
Yeah.
My
No
surf
fun.
server is only surfing.
That's like walking into like a sleepover of teenagers and be like, hey, guys, having sleepovers is cancer.
Wait, what?
You're going to go up and down those ramps and be happy about it and not talk at all, okay?
Exactly.
We on the same wavelength here? You better be, or else you're gonna get banned.
We had a kid.
I better not hear any of that dang
I'm
rap.
I'm not
on this
joking.
server.
There was a kid that joined our server, and like, okay, some people were making like racist jokes, and somebody joined, and they were like, "Hey guys, stop being racist, stop being sexist." And I look in their Steam bio, and it literally says, "Helping to stop racism and sexism in video games." Like, and so the admin like came because this guy was starting a shitstorm. Everyone was fucking yelling at each other because of this dude. So the admin comes in and mutes him, and I laid down on him for like 5 minutes just talking nonstop, explained to him how he's a fucking idiot for trying to bring anti-racism and anti-sexism into a surf server. Fucking the CS:GO community of all places.
Are you saying
Raccoon.
that racism is okay, Raccoon Eggs?
That's not what I'm saying.
Raccoon Eggs.
No, you're not gonna twist this.
Racist.
No.
Racist.
Narrator,
You
shut the
hate
fuck up! I was explaining to him that he's like, people are trying to shoot the shit and have a good time, and it's not racism. Like, nothing that we were saying in that server should have been like taken seriously. Okay?
But
He's like trying to
racism.
turn it around, and like he was trying to take the moral high ground by pretending to be a med student, and he was cringy as shit.
But Tariq Nasheed.
What?
Tariq Nasheed told me that you're a white supremacist.
Okay. I'm glad to know that what I said is being taken seriously. Anyways,
Yes.
next topic.
Raccoon. I agree.
You agree?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Wait, what do you agree to? Wait, Carson.
Narrator, I have a question.
Yes.
So gay people, right?
Yeah, fuck
there's this urban myth. There's this urban myth, right, that you can sense another gay person around you. Is this true? What's it like having a gaydar?
You can sense when there are certain tells that some gay people give
Like
off.
a raging hard boner when you pass by them.
Yeah, like you walk by him and you feel their stiffy brush up on your thigh.
And then you guys turn at each other, lock eyes.
And then we hold hands like
You
the sinners we
raise
are.
an eyebrow.
Wait, jokes aside.
Pelvic thrust towards you.
Jokes aside, like, do you actually have a gaydar?
It's super subtle, but and it doesn't always work. But it's one of those things where it's like there are things that some gay people do that it's like you can tell. Oh, hey, they're gay.
Yeah.
Just like
So-
body.
Okay, well then
posture
explain.
and
What
shit
are
like
what are
that.
some red flags?
Well, one, if they're sucking a guy
A
off.
raging hard boner.
Yeah, well, if they're giving a guy head, they're probably gay.
narrator, not red flags. My bad. I mean, you're gay, so that'd
Red
probably
flags?
be a green flag for you. Like, oh boy, they're gay, you know. So what are some green flags that you might?
Well,
Penis.
sin.
No.
Anyways.
So what are some green
No,
flags
no,
you
no.
might?
Some green flags would probably be, one, if they're blowing a guy, two, if you see them like subtly check guys out. And this works mainly with like really like flamboyant, like, oh hey, you're a fruit basket. If you see them acting like, most of the time anybody can tell if somebody's gay.
I'd slop down on your guava if I had the chance.
Shut up,
What?
Carson. He's making a fruity joke.
Okay.
Get it?
That's a
'Cause,
really
like,
good looking banana.
Narrator, I didn't know you were gay.
Mind if I chomp down on your apple?
Can I speak? I never would have guessed that you
That's
were...
a really nice pear.
Yeah, I'm just going to
I
wait.
hate pears. Dude, pears are fucking sin.
Pear is a fruit.
Yeah, but pears are bad. Just like the gays.
Hey, Carson, are you ready to
Aren't you gonna suck my dick?
Are you ready to tanger shut the fuck up?
What, is that not funny anymore? Oh, okay.
All right, I'll let myself out. Okay.
Okay, bye, Carson.
I see
Hey,
I'm.
bodyguard Carson!
Just stop.
Hey guys, I guess you guys have been throwing tomatoes at me because it's like a comedy club and
Another
fruits.
fruit joke.
Jesus Christ. I can smell the fish sticks.
Wait,
in the oven.
are hot dogs fruit?
Hot dogs are sandwiches. Nice segue.
No, they're not.
God damn
they
it.
are not.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
All right,
I'm gonna-
explain.
All right,
Okay,
so
it's meat
look-
between bread.
You can
Okay, hold up.
It is
Let
meat
me
between bread that is not divided on both sides.
Define sandwich. An item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal. Now, let me explain why a hot dog is not a sandwich.
All right.
Because the bun is connected at the bottom. It's one piece of bread.
What happens if you disconnect it?
Then you're retarded.
Yeah,
You have to
who
throw
does
the
that?
bun away.
Who does that?
That's not.
No one does that.
Is it not a hot dog anymore?
No, it is not a hot dog. It is sin. You need to throw the bun away and get a new one.
Why would you ever disconnect the hot dog?
Because, I mean, look.
No. Why are
Okay,
you disconnecting
okay.
the wiener?
What?
You know hot dogs
Gavin,
aren't
or not
actual
Gavin,
penises,
fuck,
right?
Carson.
You just call him Gavin?
I called him
Man,
Gavin.
Shame.
Hey, Carson.
Racist.
Carson,
Hey, that's me.
it's one piece of bread, okay? The only way
All
it's a
right.
sandwich is if you're eating a hot dog between two pieces of bread.
And that being said,
Also,
look,
even if you disconnect them, like it's still like a hot dog bun technically. You don't call a hot dog bun bread.
Yeah.
It's two pieces of
Okay.
bread, not two pieces of broken up hot dog bun.
Okay. I have a question.
Okay.
Okay.
yes, Carson.
Okay.
Ask the class your question.
It would be different if
So-
it said it's an item of food
Hey,
consisting
wait,
of two pieces of like,
Raccoon has a question.
baked
Raccoon has a
flour and-
no.
Okay. I'm
He
just
has a
trying to
question.
throw that
Okay.
out there.
So, if you take a piece of bread and
Yes.
you fold it down the middle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then you put like ham or something in between. Is that a hot dog? Because the bread's still connected.
No. A hot dog requires either.
Well, that's you're saying only one piece of bread, right? And you're just folding it, so that would not be a
No.
sandwich. But let me see. Like,
But it's not a hot dog because a hot dog like it needs to have.
well,
like,
the definition of a hot dog is a hot dog, especially one served hot in a long, soft roll topped with various condiments. And so, technically, yeah, if you folded a piece of bread in half, you could pass it off as a long, soft roll.
No, but the meat
Kind
needs
of
to
like
be pork.
narrator's
It needs-
shriveled excuse for a cock.
What?
Nice one. This is me giving you a high five.
Obligatory clap sync joke.
Nice.
So, what's
Speaking of awkward moments,
What are you talking? No. What's your rebuttal? You're not gonna. No, you're not gonna change.
I saw a segue. I'm
You're
sorry.
not gonna change the subject.
Man, this is
What
awkward.
do you have to say about that? Okay? Folding a piece of bread in half with a hot dog in. Yeah, you can call that a hot dog. The other way
But
around
it's
doesn't work.
not.
A hot dog is not a sandwich.
But it needs a pork link.
Yeah, it has
To be a hot
it
dog.
has to be a hot dog on the inside. If you put ham, that's not a hot dog.
Yeah.
Ham.
not the
If you put a
same.
ham, that's not a hot dog or a sandwich.
Okay,
That's
what is
just
a hot dog if it's not a sandwich?
A hot dog is
a hot
a
dog.
hot
A hot
dog.
dog is a
Classify it
hot
as.
dog. Because
Yeah, hot dog is a hot
because
dog.
it's in a hot dog bun.
How
It's
are
not
hot
two
dogs
pieces of
its own
bread.
category?
Hot dogs-
The
hot
definition
dogs are
is two
groups.
pieces of bread. You're putting it in a hot dog bun. You don't call a hot dog bun bread.
What if you separate the
definition?
Then you're retarded. But here, Raccoon.
It's
Raccoon,
still a hot dog bun.
Raccoon,
I don't care. I don't care if it's separated.
Raccoon,
It's still a hot dog
Raccoon,
bun.
here, let me-
It's
Raccoon,
not an
I'm
item of
tagging it.
food
I'm tagging it.
between
Raccoon, I'm
two
tagging it.
pieces
Rac-
of
ra-
baked
ra-
flour.
ra-
It's
ra-
defined
Raccoon, I'm
as
tagging
two
it.
pieces
I'm
of bread.
Raccoon, I'm tagging in. Here we go. Okay, here. You're viewing it as, a hot dog's only one thing. No, that's not right. Because a hot dog can be made out of a pork link, or it could be made out of a bratwurst link, which there are multiple different kinds of hot dogs.
I know that.
which
That's
is
part of the
something-
definition of Frankfurter.
Yeah, a Frank. It can be a Frank, or it could be a brat. So there's more than one type of hot dog. So it's not just one thing.
That doesn't
like a lot
change
of
the semantics of it being a
anti-hot doggers
sandwich.
I hear. It's not a sandwich.
Exactly. Okay, so we're on the same page. Why is this something that you're...
I'm pointing
Why-
it out to go against Carson's argument.
Okay. What do you have to say about that, Carson? That seems
Yeah,
really
Carson.
That seems really unimportant to the discussion we're having.
What? You guys are always so
Okay,
mean.
listen.
I
This
try
is
to.
Frankfurter.
Hello, I am Frankfurter.
Okay,
I
okay,
make
you know
hot
what?
dog. Yes.
I'm let's move on. This is
Let's
this
get a
is- this is really
ballpark Frank
bad.
after this.
Let's what?
How's this
Get it.
bad?
Yeah,
I thought it
how's
was
this
a good
bad?
discussion about
Yeah.
hot dogs being sandwiches.
Yeah, it was
Because-
productive about how hot dogs aren't sandwiches.
Did I convince you, Carson, or do you
Yes,
still think
you
the
did.
hot dogs
You
are
haven't convinced
sandwiches?
me of a thing.
Uh,
How about
you-
we leave it down to the YouTube comments down below? If you think hot dogs are sandwiches, type in "Call me Carson's the best YouTuber
Hey,
ever." If you think hot dogs are not sandwiches, type in "Raccoon eggs sucks," and then we'll have a good comment section.
Hey, if you think hot dogs are sandwiches,
No,
leave
you're
a
gonna
dislike.
ruin it. We've got a good baseline. We're good.
If you think hot dogs are sandwiches, leave a dislike on the video. If you think they aren't sandwiches, leave a like.
Okay,
And
Raccoon,
there goes
you're
the
gonna need to
joke
take that
slipping
part
down
out.
the gutter drain.
You're gonna need to cut that part out, okay?
I feel so
We're
neglected.
gonna move forward because I don't want our like dislike ratio to be bad, okay?
What do you mean? It's clearly they would all like the video.
Hey, so narrator, speaking of awkward moments,
What?
Hey, that's my segue. You took my segue. Wow.
Man,
Okay.
that's awkward.
that was a really good segue of mine. You should really give me credit for that.
All right. Cite your sources, please. APA format. We've been over this.
en.wikipedia.com/callmecarson.
Oh, thank you.
It's
That's very kind of you.
wikipedia.en. It's Wikipedia.
Do you know I actually
said
have
EN.
a IMDb page
do?
about me off
Call-
of the Carson Triangle Hand
Wait,
series?
what
I
does
think
this have
that's
to do with
hilarious.
awkward moments?
Hey, before the
No, it doesn't. I was just bragging
the fact
about
that
my
he's
fans.
on IMDb is an awkward moment in itself. Carson, before the podcast, you said that you were going to take away this topic, so
Yeah,
Do so.
I'll take it away.
do so.
So, actually, I feel like we need to talk about vacations first.
What?
So,
Wait,
because well, see, it's gonna lead into it. Okay.
I didn't go
Hear
on a
me out here.
vacation.
So I went on a vacation. 1 second, I got a fart. Okay, I farted. So
Why'd you need to pause
about a
for
week
that?
ago, I went on a
Don't question his ways.
9-day trip. I went on a 9-day trip for vacation. I visited grandparents and such. And on
grandparents are
so like I went to Tennessee, South Carolina, visited them, different sides, right? And then on the way back, we stopped at a really good restaurant, the Old Spaghetti Factory, and I was famished, right?
Ooh.
So, I was like, okay, have you ever been to the Old Spaghetti
I
Factory?
have. That's why I
It's
said
extremely good
that-
Italian,
that's,
right?
That's why I said ooh.
Yeah, dude. What do you get?
Is there one by you, Carson?
No, there's not.
Oh, where
I get
I have to go all the way to Indy to.
Hey Carson, I get
What?
spaghetti and meatballs drenched in Parmesan.
That's pretty solid. I get Mazithra and brown butter. Have you ever had that?
Yummerlicious.
I've never been.
Yummerlicious.
I've never been to the Spaghetti Factory. No, I want to go.
It's so good.
Oh wait,
Like,
where is
as
it?
far as Italian, I rate it a 10. Like, have you ever had it Bravo? I put Bravo like a 6 compared to the Spaghetti Factory.
You should have done a 24-hour overnight challenge in the Spaghetti Factory.
Those are dead.
I should mail myself to the Spaghetti Factory.
Don't order food from the Spaghetti Factory at 3 a.m.
Oh, hey Carson, that's something I could do. I could take you to the spaghetti factory.
But why? It's like an hour and a half
So you guys
away.
can go.
It's not
You guys
worth
can
it.
go on a gay date and fucking slurp up a spaghetti
Because I
noodle
want
together,
some
like
fucking
Lady in the
spaghetti. Because I want,
Heck yeah, dude.
dude, I want some fucking
Show
spaghetti.
me the fan art.
Oh, it's right across the street.
Hey
It's
guys,
right next to
everybody
Hooters.
listening.
What the fuck?
All right, the fan art request to this episode is Narrator and Carson sharing a spaghetti noodle and it leading into a kiss.
Like Lady and the Tramp.
Lady in
Yeah.
the. I said Lady in the Trump. I'm a fucking idiot.
That sounds pretty
Lady in the
sexual.
Rump.
Make fan art of Narrator and Carson sharing a spaghetti noodle, but then Photoshop Trump's face on top of Narrator.
Why is the spaghetti factory right next
just
to
have
Hooters?
Trump in the background.
Wait,
Just kind of looking at us.
Lady in the Trump.
why is the spaghetti factory next to Hooters?
Huh?
The old spaghetti
Get some
factory.
good Italian, and then you're like, well,
Wait,
that was
was
really
it- was
good.
there
Now
anything
it's
else?
time to go get some good hot wings.
Is there anything else you're going to tell us about your vacation?
Oh yeah. Awkward moment. So as I was going in, have you ever like I want to hear about your guys' most awkward moments, but this was extremely awkward. So like, have you ever gone to hold a door open for somebody, and then someone's coming through the other door, and they're trying to hold the door open, so you've got both doors open for like a couple people, and there's no reason to have that much width open, and I told the guy who was holding the door open on the other side, I'm like, I got this, it's fine. And he smirked at me and kept holding the door open. And so we're both standing there. I'm like, I'm not going to close the door and go through his door. That's losing. I would lose. I would forfeit.
Oh, geez.
So we're just holding the door open, and my family goes through the doors, and there we are. And I go through. I'm like, that was extremely awkward. And then a couple seconds later, we're like waiting on a table, and I see this idiot come back in. He comes back through the doors. He wasn't even what. He came back to go back to sit down at the restaurant. Literally, there was no reason for him to be holding the doors open.
He was just trying to compete with you then, huh? He had
Why did he smirk at me?
he had a
It's like, wow, I'm really good at holding this side of the doors open. You suck.
because he had a bone to pick with you.
Dude,
Apparently, dude.
He had a
Dude, he
bone
had
to
to get
pick
back
to
to
make
his
sure his
bone-
spaghetti would be boneless.
Fuck you! You stole my joke.
Is that how you establish dominance now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You hold your side of the door open.
I mean, yeah. Haven't you been listening to the
Dead ass.
All right. Seth the Cool stopped being funny a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna need you to.
I'm gonna.
Simmer
I'll
down.
admit, I was a little bit. I didn't really get it at first. I was like, you know what, this is stupid. This is low grade
Dead-ass
comedy. But slowly but surely, I just kept coming back, and eventually, I fell in love with it.
Yeah,
Understandable.
I've never heard you say that in my life.
Say what?
Dead ass.
Well, I just did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I stand corrected.
So, anyways, what kind of awkward moment? What's your most awkward moment, guys?
Awkward moments.
Let me
Let
hear.
me think.
Oh, I can think of one. So I don't really know at least how to. I can't really think of a really good one. But so a couple weeks ago, I was working at GameStop back when I used to be employed, and so. I was helping out a couple customers, and there was this one black guy who walked in, and he walked in around the same section that I was initially talking to other people with. And so when he walked in, I was helping some people by the door, and then I went back to help out a different like a dad and his kids, and the black guy, I think he thought I was ignoring him because of the fact that he was black. And so for 5 minutes he's just looking really more and more upset. And then once I finished with the people that I'm helping, he starts walking out the door, and then he just gives me a look like he's gonna come back and shoot me. And so yeah,
Okay.
I don't
then.
know. I just feel like he thought I wasn't helping him because he was black.
That's not too awkward.
I
that's
can't.
a-
Well, I mean, I did get beat up
That's
at
not a
school
man
once.
challenging you for dominance at a doorway.
Well, a man challenged me for dominance at a locker way.
Cue
Because you got beat up.
Cue narrator
Yeah.
getting beat up video.
If you haven't seen that, we'll leave it down below in the things mentioned.
Carson, I'm gonna beat you up.
I'd like to see you try.
Hey, to the.
Oh, speaking of which, I've got a story.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, I'm not sure if I've told this on the podcast, actually. So, this happened in the same classroom as all the Brian stuff.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, the Brian stuff.
You've already told the one
Brian
about
the Master
Fast Man.
Sensei?
You already told the Fast Man one.
Oh, no, it's not Fast Man. That happened in another class.
Oh.
That was in my art class.
I don't think
Wait, Brian's
Carson isn't going to tell the same story twice.
Oh, okay.
Lay it on.
All right.
Lay it on.
Just don't mess it up. You're never going to be able to tell it again.
This is super tame compared to all the Brian the Master Sensei stuff, but I thought this was hilarious. So my teacher in that classroom hated conflict so much. Like,
wow, that sounds
every
like a
time,
conflict in
like
and of
the
itself.
littlest thing happened, and he was like a little like, this could be a little bit conflicting. They might be a little on the rough side right now. He'd like call it off. He's like, good, whoa. So one time I was sitting next to this freshman, and I called him Masioka the entire year because the first time I saw him, he was wearing this shirt and it said Masioka on the back. So I'm like, hey, Masioka. And he's like, that's not my name. And I said, okay, Masi. And we went on from there. And he was kind of like, sort of likes me, sort of didn't know what to think of me. But one day we had one chair sitting at our table. We sat at the same table next to each other because we had designated seating, and there was only one chair there, and we were both getting to it at the same time, and we both reached for it at the same time. And I said, that's my chair, idiot. And I took it from him, and he's like what the heck, it's fine, I was gonna get another chair. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, I'll fight you for it. And I'm like, I'd like to see you try it. And the teacher just blows up at us, and he's like, you don't talk to people in this classroom like that. And I'm like, I was joking, man. And I start cracking up, and he's like, still like, freaking out a little bit, man. Another time, this is my two friends from the Carson Triangle Hand story.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait, those are real people? I thought they were stock photos.
They are stock photos. They're just like
they are.
Wow, dude, you're friends with the people.
They're just
giant
you're friends with
cardboard
the people
cutouts.
who were in the stock photos?
I just have framed stock photos that I carry into class every day.
Oh, dude, don't worry. I have this thing right here. Framed Call Me Carson photos.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy you have that. That's wow.
Dude, I'm just looking at a picture of you winking at me now. I feel motivated.
Good way to spend your money there.
Dude, I'm going to get an entire book of just pictures of you winking.
Please
Please
guest.
never do another
I'm gonna
picture
send
of me
one to-
brushing my teeth.
Oh, dude. I have dozens of pictures of you brushing your teeth.
I know. See, my theory is like always send people Snapchats of you brushing your teeth because you never know who's your dentist. You know, like I always do that in case I want to use my dentist and I don't even know it. So,
what if people think, oh, he probably doesn't even brush his teeth? He didn't send me a picture.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, Carson. Who's that knockoff Rick Harrison you have? As like, was he one of your teachers or something?
No, it was. I went in a fudge shop.
Oh.
And there were like posters, like fake movie posters with him in them, holding fudge, and they were all around the shop.
No, I'm talking about
this.
No. I'm talking about the picture of you standing in front of a guy who looked like Rick Harrison looking down.
Oh no, that was just a substitute teacher.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the fudge shop, man.
No.
There were like
one of my
12 pictures of him in different movies, and he's my favorite man. And like one that said "The Incredible Hunk," like a hunk of fudge, and I'm like, wow, this is my favorite man.
No, but anyways, like, cause I sent like that photo to somebody as a reaction, and they're like, "Who the fuck is this?"
That's me.
Call me Carson.
Famous YouTuber.
Do you know it's possible to overdose on water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Take 6 liters.
Very well documented.
Yeah. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Thanks.
You know it's also possible to overdose on Capri Sun?
No.
I don't understand why Capri Suns always sound like soda cans. I've never understood
Did
that.
you just call it soda? It's actually pronounced pop.
Anyways, back
Someone
to my
got
story
mad at me for calling it soda.
about my crazy teacher who hated conflict. I'm super good friends with these guys, and we've shown all year that we're good friends. And I got like all my papers from my pre-calculus class back on the same day, and it had a bunch of F's and stuff. And we were super bored. And my friend Eric, I said, "Hey, you wanna look through these?" And he's like, "Sure, why not?" And he started like being the disappointed dad with every grade. He's like, "Well, that's a disappointment. I expected more from you." And just he started stacks of papers. Like one was his, "That's a disappointment," and then the one that there was a stack like, "Wow, you might get thrown out of the house for that one," stuff like that. And this teacher sees us doing this, and you see him get kind of uncomfortable at first because he was like, okay, this could be some conflict, and we keep doing it, and he throws my paper on the floor at one point, and he's like, "Wow, this was the worst grade," and he throws it on the floor, and he's like, "That's where that belongs," and he's like, whoa, calm down there, Eric."
Whoa, did you just dox your friend? Sorry. I tried.
Take a few deep breaths and come back.
Sorry, Mom.
All right, continue. Carson? Wow, that must have been a pretty bad joke. You just totally made him leave.
Fuck.
Nice going.
I apologize.
Carson,
Don't like
please. Come on. Okay, we get it. Funny gag. Haha. Bad joke, you leave. Come back.
So how was your vacation, Raccoon?
Jesus Christ. I'm going to fucking blow my brains out.
So,
Why?
anyways, he eventually told. There's no real climax to this, and now you're expecting a climax. You're like, wow, narrator
one who
made a
left.
bad joke and made Carson leave. It must have been a really important story.
What, we didn't make you leave.
Your teacher teleported behind you and said, "Nothing personal, kid."
And slapped the papers out of our hands.
Yeah.
No, but it got to the point where he made us put the papers away because he was scared that I was gonna get too hurt about it. I also one time my friend Eric handed me a piece of paper, and I slapped the piece of paper because I don't know why. I just slapped it because I was bored, and he was like, "Whoa, we don't do stuff like that in this classroom. Calm down." I don't understand what his problem was.
If I were you, I would have just dabbed on them haters.
I should have dabbed on him.
You really should have. That really would have shown him who's boss.
Every time I see him in the hallway, just dab. "Oh, hey, Mr. Guy. Dab, right?"
Dab.
Honestly, I think that when you guys meet up in real life, Carson, you should throw Narrator against a locker and dab.
I'm not sure we have access to a locker, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just throw him against something that'll hurt him. Anyways, also
Carson,
you should probably...
Carson, something I wanted to say is stop saying, "Oh, that'd be a waste of money." Like, look,
Guys, okay, so for those of you that don't know, Narrator is planning to meet up with Carson in real life. So be happy for them, or be happy for Narrator.
I don't want him taking up my airspace.
You don't want.
He's going to be breathing the same air as me.
Yeah, you don't want him stealing your oxygen.
He's so much carbon dioxide too.
He's not going to be. He's not going to be wasting carbon dioxide. He's going to be making carbon dioxide.
Don't you take in a little bit at the same time when you breathe, like a tiny bit?
Yeah, but why would that be a waste? You don't want carbon dioxide.
Sure you do.
He's doing you a
trees going and stuff.
I mean, he's doing you a favor in that sense.
I mean, I guess. Thanks, narrator. You're a good
Yeah.
guy. You consume all the carbon dioxide in my
Yeah,
house.
just think
Wow.
about that. Every time you breathe in, you're fighting back against pollution.
Dude, this is yeah. It's better that I get it than those evil trees.
Exactly.
Remember that video? 50 Reasons Trees
God
Affect
damn it.
Society. No, but anyways, Carson. Look, I don't care if it's a waste. Like, honestly, this is my time to travel and shit, and I'll be paying for Spaghetti Factory. So it's like, why
Who
not?
says we're going to Spaghetti
I
Factory?
wanna
What
go-
is there to do in Indy?
Meet up with you and eat spaghetti. That sounds like a great trip.
Just please make a video out of that. Fucking the narrator.
going to.
The narrator and
First-
Call Me Carson eat spaghetti together.
No, it's going to be called Ride Along in a Ford Model T2. The first 5 minutes
No,
are just...
no. We just set up the camera, and in the Spaghetti Factory, we don't say a word to each other.
And we just eat.
It's just us eating spaghetti.
Oh my god. Would it still be called Ride Along in a Ford Model T2?
No, it would be called The Narrator and Call Me Carson Eat Spaghetti.
Yeah. Well, that's where it's my face reveal is going to be. Because it's like, fuck, I hit 5,000 and I don't really care that much.
But
So.
that wouldn't technically be your face reveal because you've already done that on
but
Twitter.
You have no idea how many people, like, since I have more subs than I do Twitter followers, like, anytime I make a video, like, there's just like a 1 in 100 chance that some fan's going to be like, face reveal? Like, legit people. Oh, there are thousands of people who subscribe to me who have no idea what I look like.
Why don't you just start doing all your copy pasta readings with a face cam?
Well, that's, I mean,
Hey
that's...
guys, it's me, the narrator.
Yeah, let me associate these embarrassing and quite offensive things that I'm reading to my face. So if anybody says, hey, is that you?
I mean,
they'll be able
your
to confirm
face is
it.
equally offensive.
Yeah, true, but still. That's what Twitter's for. No, but yeah, I just want to get this face reveal out of the way, and also I want to meet Carson. It's a shame that
Can we please just do a video of us eating spaghetti? Not
Yes.
saying a word, just grunting at each other.
hey,
Like
Carson.
no,
I-
like you guys are in complete silence for like a minute, and then like the narrator drops his fork, and you're like, hey, you might wanna pick that up. And then he just picks it up, and you guys go back to eating spaghetti, and it's just like really fucking awkward. It's the only thing you guys say to each other.
hey, Carson, I'll do that if you promise that we go to the Spaghetti Factory.
All right.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Come to my house first so that we can...
Come to my house. I've
You
got
come to my house, and then we drive to Spaghetti
come to my
Factory.
house. Knock on my door. I got my pump shotgun ready. I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out.
You're gone, kiddo.
Hey, Carson. I mean, that way we can do a collab video.
Yeah, dude. Dude, you remember my how to be a parkour master video?
Yes.
You can teach me how to be a reading master.
Should I just bring a book along with me?
Not a reading master. A mage's speedrunning master.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
you're right. Bring Magus with you.
No, dude. I won't be able to bring Magus with you because remember, I'm
thought it
going
was
to
Magus.
Ohio. Oh, wait, okay.
It is Magus, but I like saying Magus better.
Yeah, okay,
'Cause you
wait.
can go
okay.
Magus.
Okay, so then I'd have to, and you can
Maggots.
bleep out the dates. You can bleep out the dates, Raccoon.
What?
But so if I did that, then I'd have to come on like the 10th because I'm picking up my PS3 on the
Why
9th.
would I have to bleep out the dates?
I don't know, in case Carson cares at all
They're
about
gonna
that.
intercept the narrator.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna
Kidnap
intercept
him.
me and they're gonna kidnap me.
This is the most valuable YouTuber on the
They're gonna be watching
surface of the
Carson's
earth.
house with a satellite, getting ready to fucking drop a nuke. The second narrator shows up.
No, but yeah, I
We gotta get rid of him.
because yeah, I might if we wanted to do that, then
We're gonna make those craters look like a narrator's face.
You know, nukes are actually the best acne medication.
then I
Jeez.
thought a good diet was.
You know, just killing the human. That usually gets rid of the acne.
Yeah, that'll fix the problem.
Boy, that decomposition really clears up the face.
Yep. Also breaks it into a million pieces. Boy,
Yeah,
you're gonna be looking
and
better
more
than
like
ever.
It,
You're gonna be gone, looking better than ever.
But hey, I mean, you might have acne, but at least you don't look like Weegee the God.
Ooh, that's a good segue. Man, we're on fire today.
dude. Hey, it's a meat, pepperoni.
Narrator,
Now narrator does-
I know you don't like this topic, but
Yeah,
What? Oh no, I don't care. I just like look.
he's over it.
He's
He's
over
over it.
He's
No,
over it.
yeah, whatever. The video, it was like scummy, but he's still my
Why
friend.
the Blue Yeti Sucks is a pretty
Dude,
garbage video.
It's a pretty
bad video.
Regardless,
I just
Are you gonna
cannot
let me
stand
speak?
that video.
Okay, let's not.
Raccoon?
I really don't want to destroy this podcast. Let's move on.
Look, regardless, he's my friend, and yeah, I really don't care if he makes shit content sometimes.
In all honesty, though, I said this to Raccoon. We should have brought it up on the previous podcast, and we didn't.
Yeah,
And
that was a thing that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. Is like how this big controversial thing had just happened. You happened to have the guy that was at the center of that controversy on your podcast, and you didn't even bring up the controversy. I feel like that was a missed opportunity, and it also made it look like you were supporting what he did.
Yeah, I would have pushed for it a little bit more had I known the full scope of the situation.
Well, I didn't know the full scope of the situation either. I didn't really pay attention.
I knew the full scope. If I had been there, I would have torn him a new one. Fuck's sake.
It's because you have a Blue Yeti, and I was like, oh, hey.
Hey, I have a Blue Yeti, and I sound fucking fine. And also, he edited his audio.
The only reason Lars is possible is because the Blue Yeti is heavily restricted.
Okay. I don't care.
Quite possibly one of your funniest characters is only possible because you're on a lower quality microphone.
Hey, even if I get a better mic, I can still do Lars.
Raccoon X!
I'll just
Raccoon X!
switch back to the Blue
Who
Yeti.
does the voice of Lars?
It's me.
Mario.
Yeah, we had... Okay, if you're not familiar with Rack's content...
Hey, Raccoon, do it.
He has a cartoon character named Lars. And it's Raccoon with a hat on him.
It's
a
a
little
bowl.
bucket hat.
It's literally a mixing bowl.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was not aware. I thought it was a hat.
How did you not know that it was a mixing bowl?
I'm too busy laughing when I see Lars, man, to look at his bowl on his head.
Raccoon Eggs, yeah.
Anyways, Raccoon does the voice for that character, and you can tell it's Raccoon. But we had a man today say, "Who does the voice of Lars?" And I was blown away. I was dumbfounded.
Yeah,
And
I know.
I was really proud of that man in that moment. That was my favorite question of the day.
Meme.
It was incredible.
Hey, so what did you think of my latest video?
I didn't watch it. I gotta go soon.
I couldn't help but notice that you were in it with a couple no-name YouTubers.
Yeah, dude.
Who were they?
No name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean no name?
I don't know, like just kind of like people who kind of came out of the woodwork. It's just like nobody really understood it, and a lot of comments were like, "Who are these buffoons? We want Narrator and Call Me Carson back.
We want the next generation of CSGO YouTubing on here.
Yeah.
Not these fools."
I'm honestly scared that people are gonna see me playing with him as like sucking up, when that's like not the case at all. Because
are you trying to tell me you weren't sucking up to him?
I'm really not, because even if he had
I understand what you're saying.
what I'm trying to say is, like, even if that whole group only had, like, say they only had 16K subs just like me, like, I would still want to play with them, because I just
they're hilarious.
They have good personalities. Like, if you like, I don't want to be fucking blinded by the big numbers. That's not my objective. And I don't want people to think I'm gonna like start getting lazy with CS:GO videos and like just rely on them for comedy, because
you're gonna do
all
that
about,
regardless.
No, it's all about. My logic is, like, if you're gonna make a funny CS:GO video, like, you should be talking in your own video, which is something that some people don't
I feel like
do.
You're throwing shade.
I'm not gonna say any specific names, but some people don't really talk in their own videos.
Get out of here! I know exactly who you're throwing. Shade at.
I know that you know. I'm not gonna say who though, but I want it to still be about.
That is completely uncalled for.
I still want it to be about my sense of humor. And I
get that.
How is that uncalled for, Narrator? I'm just giving a criticism.
Uncalled for.
I'm giving a criticism of their content.
They can't do anything wrong if they do nothing in the first place.
That is doing something wrong, because talk in your own video.
No.
Like, if you're gonna record yourself playing with other people, then it's like, well, if they want to watch those other people, they can just go to their channels. People are tuning into your channel to watch you be funny, not anybody else.
Well, I mean, Raccoon Eggs, here's my counter to that. Do you think I would have gotten anywhere close to where I am today if I actually talked in my videos?
That's what you do. You read copy pastas. What are you talking about?
That was really funny, narrator. Man, if I ever need a comedian, I'll let you know.
Okay, well,
I'll pay big bucks for you to come and do your act.
We can talk about it over spaghetti.
I think we're out of topics unless you want to say something about the G-Force game.
I gotta go eat fish sticks.
Okay. Should we?
All right.
Should we?
That's the Solitary Confinement podcast.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the Solitary Confinement podcast. We are savages. We are always lit. We are powerful. We prank people. We love Team 10. We love Blizzark Vark. We are Jake Pollers. And
wait, I got some stuff to plug, Raccoon. Calm down.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say check out our social media links and sub to our channels, but yeah, go ahead. Take the floor.
No, you don't say check out our social media links.
Okay,
You
what are
be
you,
specific.
fucking grandpa?
Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/solitarypc. Go to our Discord. It's down below. What else do we have? That's all we got. Really. Oh, the SoundCloud.
Fuck
about
off.
the SoundCloud. Before we go, we've got to address this issue.
Okay.
Okay. So, Narrator has been in charge of the SoundCloud.
I don't even have the login details.
What? It's then the same as the others.
I don't know the others because I don't fuck with this channel. You guys do all the work.
You heard it here first, folks. We use the same password for everything. Please hack us.
But no, seriously.
Now we have to change the password, Carson. Also, I'm locked out of the email.
We've gotten lots of requests about getting the podcast on the SoundCloud because people want to listen on the SoundCloud. And but the problem is we do not have enough space on the SoundCloud to upload all the episodes.
Yeah, you'd have to go SoundCloud Pro.
You want to make it a SoundCloud Pro? Is that what you're saying? You want me to put $35?
That's not what we're saying.
Whoa.
Hey, no. My idea was make a bunch of SoundClouds and just make a little hub for them in a Google Doc. And you can do like 3 episodes per SoundCloud, and then boom.
How much is a SoundCloud Pro account?
Don't buy the account. You don't have to. Just make multiple free SoundCloud accounts, and that's enough to fit all of the podcast episodes into like 3 or 4 accounts, and then link to all of them with a Google Doc.
I've also been looking at things like Podbean.
Yeah, there's other things you can do besides SoundCloud too.
Wait, why don't we just
can
put it
actually
up on,
like support that and actually like use the Solitary Confinement podcast money for that, we'll do that. But right now we don't have enough of a following for that.
Wait,
so.
Why don't we use iTunes?
Can we use iTunes?
I don't know. I think it's fairly simple to use iTunes. You just need like API and shit.
Narrator, you're in charge of that. Thanks for watching the. Thanks for listening. Solitary Confinement podcast. Please do follow us on Twitter. We only have like 146 followers, and I tried getting more today by retweeting a bunch of waifu alert. It didn't go anywhere. I was really sad. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
You should not be allowed. You should not be allowed to run that account, Carson.
I make the funniest tweets.
Dude, waifu alerts like
Carson is retarded.
What the
9
actual
likes.
No. They like to tweet replying to our thing saying what the actual fuck, Carson.
Yep.
I just hit 1,000 followers. Hey guys, follow me on Twitter. Let's
fuck you.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Dude, you have such a huge ego. Like fuck.